Okay, in this video, we are going to look at another two vertebrae, and that is thoracic vertebrae and lumbar vertebrae. So we will start with the first one, thoracic vertebrae. Okay, as depicted here in this figure 14.2. Okay, also here on the right side where you can see T1 to T12 all together, there are 12 of these thoracic vertebrae, and you can see here this region is the thoracic cavity. Alright, so let's look at the features, the characteristics. First, this thoracic vertebrae has got long spinous process. Ini long spinous process, di sebelah belakang that you can see here, long, and then it is pointing downwards. Okay, also there's another view, lateral view, where you can see very clearly that the spinous process is very long. Okay, spinous and transverse processes. Okay, spinous dan juga transverse processes. Transverse process is the one which is at the side. So these two processes ini, what's their function is that they serve as place of attachment for the muscles and also the ligaments. Tempat di mana otot-otot dan juga ligamen melekat. Okay, so transverse processes except on the 11th and 12th thoracic vertebrae, meaning daripada T1 sehingga T10. Okay, they have got these facets for articulation with the ribs. Okay, so you see here, these are the ribs. So the ribs ventrally di depan ini, they are attached to the sternum. So dorsal belakang mereka adalah attached to this transverse process of the thoracic vertebra. Okay. Now this is another view, axial ataupun overhead view, where you can see the long spinous process. These are the transverse processes. Okay, this is the side view, which we have seen just now. Okay, here it says all thoracic vertebrae articulate ataupun bersambung with the ribs. Okay, just now I've mentioned that except the 11th and the 12th thoracic vertebrae. So these vertebrae is going to support the ribs. Sudah namanya thoracic, mereka berada pada the region of the thoracic cavity. Okay, so the spinous process, they are long, they are backwardly pointing. Okay, whereas the transverse process itu adalah pendek. So these are the features ataupun the specific characteristics of these thoracic vertebrae. Okay, moving on is this lumbar vertebrae. So you can see that it is at this region. Turun sedikit. That means this is thoracic cavity here on top. So here, this will be the abdominal cavity. Okay, abdominal cavity where you have 5 of these lumbar vertebrae daripada L1 to L5. Okay, so what are the characteristics of these vertebrae is that these are the biggest and the strongest vertebrae. The spinous process is short. Okay, berbanding just now, thoracic vertebrae has got long spinous process, right? So this one has got short ones. Now, you see the centrum for lumbar vertebrae is very large, and it is significant because this area, this region, is where it is bearing the weight of the lower back of the body. So that's the justification of the lumbar vertebrae having a strong centrum ataupun body. Okay, so another picture to show. This is the overhead view and the lateral view. Okay, look at the transverse process, which is literally shorter as compared to transverse processes of the thoracic vertebrae. The spine as well, not as long as the thoracic vertebrae. Okay, so again, these are the points that I have mentioned just now, that they are the biggest vertebrae in the vertebral column. Short, big centrum, because they are the one that are subjected to the greatest stress, bearing the body weight.